Okay, today is day 5 and we are reviewing systems of inequalities. The first one here, graph a system of two inequalities. We have y is greater than 2x minus 5 and y is less than or equal to x plus 3. We're doing the same thing that we did last class, except that we're putting two of these equations together. So the first one, y is greater than 2x minus 5, we're going to graph it at -5, begin with -5 on the y-axis, and our slope is 2 over 1, so I'm going to go up 2 and over 1. I'm going to test that point, 0, 0, and it does work, so therefore I'm going to shade up. And here's what it looks like. Now make sure you shade lightly because we have two equations going on the same graph. The second one is y is less than or equal to x plus 3. We're going to start at the point 0, 3 on the y-axis. Our slope is 1, so we're going to go up 1 to the right one, up 1 to the right one. And here's what this one looks like. Oops, there we go. This one's going to be a solid line, and everything below it is shaded. Okay, so the first one has a dashed line, the second one has a solid line. Now, the reason why we're graphing or shading very lightly is because our answer is where these two colors overlap. Right here. These are all your possible solutions. These are the numbers, the points that will fit into both equations, the top one and the bottom one. So this area here that I shaded the purple should be shaded a little bit darker. Okay, and I'm going to be looking for a solid line, a dashed line, and then the points in between or that are covered with from both equations. Okay, here's one for you to try. 2x plus 3y is less than 6 and y is greater than or equal to negative 2/3 x plus 4. Go ahead and pause the video for a second and try this and then come back. The first one, 2x plus 3y is less than 6, looks like this. It is going to be a dashed line. Everything below it is going to be shaded. The second one, y is greater than negative 2/3 x plus 4. It's going to be a solid line, and everything above it is going to be shaded. Notice that neither of the shadings overlap each other any place along the graph. These are parallel lines. So in this case, there would be no solution. We got infinitely many points, infinitely many solutions that fit into one or the other equation, but there are no points that fit into both equations. So this one would be no solution. Okay, here is a review for the next couple problems. Every time I show you a problem, I want you to pause the video and try it on your own and then come back here to check to see how you did. This first one, 2x plus y equals 19 and x minus y equals 2. I want you to solve this using substitution. So what I did is I subtracted y from the second equation, so I have x equals 2 plus y. I'm going to plug that back into the first equation and solve it, and I get y equals 5. All I have to do now is plug y equals 5 into either one of the equations or the new one that I wrote, x equals 2 plus y, and solve for x, and I got x equals 7. So my answer should be 7, 5. Here's another one. Go ahead and put the video on pause and try this one. This says to solve the system of equations by using elimination. So here we're going to try to eliminate and not substitute. You can eliminate the x's by multiplying the top equation by 2, or eliminate the y's by multiplying the bottom equation by 3. I ended up multiplying the bottom equation through by 3. Now I just have 12x plus 2x is 14x, 33 plus 9 is 42. If I divide both sides by 14, I'll get x equals 3. And then again, I just plug x equals 3 into either equation and solve for y, and I should get 3, 1 is my answer. If you have any questions on these problems, please make a note of it and we'll go over it in class. Okay, a tricky one here. We have two equations. Actually, they're inequalities. The blue one should be a solid line. The red one should be a dashed line. Go ahead, take a couple minutes, try and figure out these equations, and let's see if you got it right. Here's the answer that I got. Y is less than 2/3 x minus 2. That is going to be for the red equation, inequality, sorry, and the blue one is y is greater than or equal to negative 1/2 x plus 4. Notice the blue equation has a negative slope and the red equation has a positive slope. Again, make a note of this if you didn't get it, and I will go over it in class. Okay, here's one for the number line. Go ahead and try this video and then come back to it. Try this problem and then come back to it. For this problem here, all you have to do is first subtract 4 from both sides and then divide by negative 3. Careful, when you divide by negative 3, you have to flip the inequality sign. So I have x is less than negative 4. Open circle and negative 4, everything less than that shaded. And the last one, go ahead and pause the video, try this problem, and then come back. We have two equations here. Y is less than 2, that's going to be a dashed line, and y is greater than or equal to 3x minus 2. Here's what it looks like. Again, every place where they're both shaded, so the purple part is going to be your answer, and that should be shaded a little bit darker. See you in class.